You just scrolled past 50 quality videos who produces very quality content, but why you stopped on my video? It's not because you are allowed to. It's because I forced you to click on my video and watch till the end. And let me give you the narrative why I'm saying this thing, because in the current world where attention is the economy, where attention is going to make you millions, if you are thinking that you have 10 seconds to hook a person on your video, you are completely wrong. You need to understand, if you really want to hook a person, you don't have 10 seconds. You don't have 3 seconds. You just have 1.5 seconds. And if you are not able to convey a direct message, straightforward message, where you will be manipulating a little bit, giving a contrast in that hook, it will be pretty hard for you to really grab the attention of that person. So before I show you the dark arts of attention grabbing part of human psychology, you need to subscribe this channel, because this is the 7th video of the series of a roadmap for you to achieve 100k followers and $100,000 per month revenue in your business, no matter what business you are doing. If you are seriously in fitness and personal branding or high ticket coaching, this will be a gem for you. But if you belongs to any other community, any other industry, still this video will work out in such a way you never imagined. So if you can't hook the person, you can't close the deal. That's why you need to subscribe to this channel, because this is the halfway and we are just going to have 14 videos in this playlist. Coming to the exact action point, the human brain works as a filter machine. Whenever you think that you are trying to give attention to something, whenever you are listening to something, it is acting as a filter system, just like whatever everyone is saying to you. It is going to filter out the normal thing. It will buzz out the normal thing and throw you in the trash bin, while it just attract the things which looks strange, which looks something out of the box, which looks something like threatening or a bit of contrasting. It just hold that thing in your brain and it will keep reimagining that thought, what exactly happened in that moment by that person side that thing, and why it made you stop in that moment. Because if you think just like you walked on a road, there are hundreds of people walking on that road, having businesses, they are speaking something, they are doing something, they want you to purchase something, they want you to do something, but you are not listening to them, although they are speaking, because they are using general words, they are using normal language. But yes, sudden there is an ice cream person who is selling ice cream, there is a person who is selling some purses which you really like wallets or something like that, and suddenly they grab your attention by saying, if you don't eat this ice cream, you will die today. And your brain is thinking, why that person said such thing, that if I just don't eat this ice cream, why should I die today? Is it something I am missing in my body? Is it something is losing? Do you understand? He said so contrasting thing to your brain that the brain starts imagining the things, your brain starts understanding the things, your brain starts looking for the narratives to satisfy that phrase in your mind, that why that person said something to me. And once you understand this frame, there is nothing like you can't hook any person in your video. So you need to understand this contrastive framework. Afterwards, to get to 100k followers or 100k subscribers, you need to understand to do these two things, especially in your videos in the first 1.5 seconds, or you are going to lose them anyhow. First thing is, you need to add some frames, you need to add some zoom in, zoom out frames, or you need to add something contrasting, just like whatever the video you are shooting. Every 1.5 seconds for the first 1 minute of that video, you must add some frames, you must add some filters, you must add some stock videos or the stock images in order to grab the attention. Because let's suppose you are driving on a highway, for kilometers, you don't give a fuck because everything looks same for kilometers ahead, but suddenly a cow jumps in the middle, or suddenly any animal comes in the middle, you suddenly get shocked and you start handle the steering and you start looking consciously because something interrupted in midway. And if you add those contrasts in every 1.5 seconds in your video for the first 1 minute, you are going to hook that person repeatedly in that video. That's where you are going to get them back as soon as possible. Second thing is, you need to use contrast in terms of colors and the words also. So obviously when you are shooting videos, you are not always shooting talking head videos where you are just recording through your iPhone or whatever the Sony camera you are using and you are just dumping it on the YouTube, right? No, you were adding some text, you were adding some colors on those text, you were adding some images of different colors. Once you understand, if you start using contrast colors in those phrases, in those words, in those images, it will instantly grab an attention. I just want to share one overview. Just like I was scrolling through the Facebook, I was looking for some ideas in my content, and when I was scrolling down, I suddenly saw a picture where zebra was colored in a rainbow. Yeah, we know zebra color is white and black. They have black ribbons on there all over the body. But when I saw that ad has 7 zebras of rainbow color, purple color. They are just following with your pattern, and it suddenly hooked my attention because that's not something I usually see throughout my day, throughout my phone or throughout my scrolling. That's what interrupted my pattern, and I suddenly gave my attention. What was that? That was contrastic color on that zebra. So you need to do the same. You need to add contrastic color. Just like for me, I use red and yellow color, which is a contrast color for each other, and it really works for me. You need to adapt according to you, and make sure to adapt the colors which resonates with the value of your brand. Just like I'm so aggressive, I'm so dominating person, so I opted red in my life, but I'm also a person who loves to enlighten other people, who wants to give energy to other people. That's why I also opted yellow color. So that's my brand color. If you're not opting those bright colors for your brand, ultimately it is going to do. So you need to use contrast colors. Secondly, you need to add frames every 1.5 seconds of your initial video, and afterwards you can change the duration to 3 seconds or 3 seconds in the further video. So your goal is to not to be light in first 2 seconds or first 2 minutes of your video. Your goal is to be noticed, because if you are not getting noticed, you are not going to grab the attention of that prospect, and if they are not going to give their attention to you, you can't make them watch your complete video, and if they are not watching the complete video, obviously they will not be getting the value for which they tap on your video. And if they don't get the value, they are never going to enroll your program. Everything is linked to each other. And if first step is broken, which is the hook, which is the attention, everything will broken down to the flow. Coming to the second part of this video, which is thank you for being a part of this whole journey. If you really want to kick off your sales as well as business journey, and you are ready to take the next step to become a young millionaire or the first millionaire in your family, then subscribing will ensure you for your continuous learning and the right strategies, practical tips which will eventually kick off your business. So join us, a community of like-minded peoples as well as the folks who are nailing their journey. So subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on all notifications. Let me know what is the biggest challenge you are facing in your sales journey in the comment section right now. By the way, I already gave you a major framework how you are going to hook their attention, but let's talk from the Alex Hormozy principle, because this is a guy I usually follow in my business. Because when I read his book, $100 million offers, $100 million lead, it literally reshaped the way I see my business and I operate in my business. So Alex also say, first thing, you need to add contrast colors. Just like in his band, he used purple, white and black color. So those are really contrasted color and it will really get ignored. So you need to adapt those colors accordingly in your text, whatever the frames you are writing. And if possible, you need to use the wall or whatever the colors you are wearing accordingly. Just like I opt red, yellow, black and white color. Red is the major, yellow is the major, white and black are the minor. So I am wearing black, my background is red, little bit yellow, which is cream color. So you need to use accordingly. So it is going to hook the attention. Second, the visual jump cut. You need to understand, if you are recording a video of 1 minute, 2 minutes, every 1.5 second matters. So every 1.5 second you need to add a frame, you need to add zoom in filter, what are the filters you can use in order to hook the attention, which makes the things moving. Although you are yapping, although you are saying the things, but things needs to move. Even a dot will work. If a dot is moving along those 2 minutes, it will work because something is moving in that video, which is going to keep hooking the attention. Lastly, you need to add some captions at a fast pace. We are adding captions through the Instagram or whatever the platforms you are using, but if you can little bit faster, so it will be little typical for the audience to understand them in one go, so they will pay more attention. Initially, it will not work for your first 2-3 videos, but eventually it is going to work and it is going to hook the attention. Also, it is going to make the audience feel, yeah, that person have a lot of knowledge, lot of experience, and he can't share in just 15 minutes, so he's just pacing up his video. Once you do this, they are going to understand you also have knowledge, you also have experience, but also this is going to hook their attention and make a brand proposition. So whenever someone says that Pranshu is doing the work or you are doing that work, they instantly understand if this video is coming on my feed, it belongs to that person and I can expect such type of things, because every video of you is going to scream that this is the value I'm providing. My every video is going to help you to get clients, to scale your business, to become a man of your house, and to become a personality who can literally live the dream life you ever imagined. That's 4 areas I just work on. So you need to develop those ideas for which you want to be known for, and your every video needs to scream out everything around that. By the way, if you are still failing to hook the attention of the audience, if you are still failing to develop your brand by using the content strategy, this is the reason you are not subscribing a channel. If you subscribed my channel earlier, you already know what content strategy you need to use and accordingly how to grow. So subscribe to my channel, because if you miss further 7 videos, you are never going to hit your first $100 grand per month mark. Coming to the last part of this video, you need to learn how to offend people. And I'm not saying this thing in a wrong manner that you have to throw a baseball bat to someone's face or you need to punch him in the face. No, you don't have to do this thing. When you are making content, if you're not making polarizing content, you are going to be broke throughout the journey. And I experienced this in the first 3 years of my content creation journey, and I was literally crying. Although I didn't cry in front of my family members or in front of everyone, but that 3 years was literally hell for me, because no one told me that, Pranshu, you need to polarize your audience. And if someone told me, maybe I could got those 3 years of success within 7 months. The reason was, if you are not polarizing your content, if you're not adding words in your content which is going to offend the weak people, you are never going to attract the people who have the $5,000, $10,000 in their pocket to give you a friend. Those sales owners, those CEOs, those CROs, those heavy authority people don't want to work with the people who don't take a stand of their own works. They don't want to work with the people who are not repelling the wrong audience. You need to understand, you need to add those words in your content which is going to repel the weaker person which does not belongs to your market, and it is going to just attract the people who really belongs to the market. Like for me, I was working with fitness coaches, high ticket coaches, personal branding coaches, high ticket closers, high ticket sales people, appointment setters, bunch of people. But now I'm just solely working with the fitness coaches, personal branding strategist coaches and high ticket coaches, nothing else. I'm so narrowed down to my audience that I know who is going to pay me $10,000 for my program, where I'm helping them to scale their personal brand, scale their business up to $50,000 per month mark and literally live the life they work spring. I know my audience, I narrowed down, and whatever the content I'm making, I'm repelling everyone else from my content. Either you belongs to retailing industry, either you belongs to something as industry. I don't care. I don't give a fuck. I just repel you. That's what I do. So you need to attract the ideal audience. Secondly, you need to repel the wrong audience. And how you can use those polarizing words? You can use example. Why 9 to 5 is a death sentence for your life and for your family. What I did? Why 9 to 5 job is a death sentence for your life and for your family. Because if you lost your job tomorrow and if you're not able to land your job for a year, you will not be managing your expenses. You will not be able to pay the fees of your children. You will not be able to pay for the grocery bills, electricity bills and other bills. I said the same thing, but I faced it in a manner you can't ignore. Let's say another example. Stop eating protein powder, else you will be burned from inside. Because most of the protein powders in the market are not up to the mark. They are doing the mixing in the profiling and they are not giving such nutrition value. They are just injecting further compounds in order to make you see that it is a protein powder, but in reality it is not. And if you're taking those compounds in your body, it is going to burn your body from the inside and soon you will die. So I just do the same thing, but I just add a phrase in the starting which is going to hook the attention of the people who are looking for the protein powders. You need to add those words in your hook. You need to add those words in your content to polarize the audience and to only attract the audience you want. And once you start doing this, although maybe you will be getting 100 views, 200 views, 300 views, so who cares? It's better to have 100, 200 people who really interested in your offer rather than having 10,000 people who say maybe I'm interested. That's what I started doing on my Instagram too. I almost posted 900 plus videos and I just have 400 plus something followers on Instagram. I don't care, because whenever I'm shooting a message to my target audience, they instantly jump on my profile. They see Pranshu is already helping fitness coaches, personal branding coaches, high ticket coaches to a level only few people can do that. And once they understand that, I just need to have a conversation and close them and take out $10,000 from their pocket and help them to achieve the transformation. That's it. Because I'm specifically communicating about them. I'm polarizing my market that I don't need those freebie folks. I don't need those folks who belongs to a different industry. I don't care. I don't give a fuck about your situation. I only give a fuck about the people who belongs to fitness industry, who belongs to the personal branding industry. And I can only grow you because that's what I did in my early career. And that's the same thing I can teach you. I have testimonials for the same. That's what I do. So you need to understand, you need to do the same in your market. That's how you are going to grow. No matter what followers you have. If you have loyal followers, if you're loyal, if you're getting small views, but your videos are super specific, polarizing, and you're using that hook strategy, which I just shared with you, you are going to make $50,000 per month in next 3 months easily, because you are not dwelling with which strategy I need to use in my content. So coming to the point, I just got a little hyped. So now it's your time. What you need to do, execute. In the last video, I told you some topics about the trial release which you are going to use. 42 topics. So first, you need to look out those videos. You need to rewrite first 3-second hooks for all those 42 videos. Secondly, you need to paste those 42 hooks in my comment section so I can review and I can give you a heads up whether those are up to the mark or not. And don't worry, I reply with an update to those comments because this playlist is so close to my heart. So I will help you. And lastly, you need to add frames every 1.5 seconds after shooting that video so audience will remain engaged throughout your content. And by the way, always remember, a great hook is the door for your first $100K per month because you are getting attention from the right people. And if you are getting attention from the right people, you will be able to enroll them in your offer. So by the way, I put a strategic scaling form which will help you to scale your business up to $50,000 per month. It will help you to just work 8 to 10 hours a day rather than 16 to 18 hours a day, which eventually led to a burnout in your life. And lastly, it will help you to live a dream life because that's a form for my 26 weeks invisible to 6-figure cash machine blueprint program. And I will be filtering out few folks who can belong to my community. But before that, you need to like this video, subscribe to that channel, and let me know what hooks you are using currently, or you are using random hooks. That's why you are getting random results. So just share your thoughts and fill the form mentioned in the description or in the comments, pinned comment section. It will help you out. But till then, if you are still not subscribing the video, let me tell you what you are losing. In the next video, I'm going to tell you how you can use a single client testimonial and make it a content flywheel. So it will going to attract 20 to 30 clients easily within next 2 months with just one testimonial. You are losing that part. And secondly, if you really don't know how to attract the right buyers to your content using a 12-wheel strategy which never fails, you are eventually going to lose in the content game. So you need to watch out this video for the 12-wheel content strategy.